I will shatter every version of reality where we don't end up together. I will ruin every man who dares to stand where I should be. Because I am not a memory, I am not a mistake. I am not the boy you loved and outgrew. I am the man your destiny led you to. And I will fight heaven, hell, and everything in between to keep what's mine. And you are mine, not in a soft, romantic, polite kind of way. No, you are mine like the sea owns the tide, like the night owns the stars, like madness owns the mind it breaks. We don't get to walk away from this. We don't get to heal and move on. That's not who we are. We endure. We survive. We destroy. But we never, ever let go. So go on. Lie to yourself a little longer, but I'll still be here, waiting, watching, burning. And when your world finally collapses under the weight of pretending, when your smile finally breaks, when your hands reach out in the dark hoping someone is still there, it'll be me, because I never left, because I never will, because you were made for me, and I am the fire that never goes out. Said, you can run to the farthest corner of this world, and it still won't be far enough, because wherever you go, whatever you do, you carry me with you, and deep down, you know it. You know it in your quiet moments, when the world fades and there's no one left to distract you. That's when I crawl back in, not through the door, but through your silence, because I don't live outside of you anymore. I live inside your habits, inside your fears, inside that little voice that whispers my name when your guard slips. You think I need to chase you? No, I don't chase what already belongs to me. I wait, because sooner or later, every version of you, no matter how much she tries to forget me, comes back, not with apologies, not with explanations, just with those eyes, those haunted, beautiful eyes, the ones that looked at me like I was both your heaven and your curse, the ones that begged me to never stop. Even when you swore you couldn't handle this love. But you could. You did. You still do. You just don't want to admit how deep it goes. Because admitting it means surrender. It means letting me back in. It means giving yourself to someone who doesn't just want your heart. I want your soul. All of it. Even the ugly parts. Especially the parts you hide from the world. The rage. The self-hate, the craving for a love that feels like war and worship at the same time. That's why you can't replace me. Because no one else will love your chaos. They'll try to fix you. I never did. I kissed every scar like it was sacred. I held every scream inside your chest like it was holy. You think that kind of love just disappears? It haunts. It echoes in everything you try to love after me. In every hand that doesn't know how to hold you when you're breaking. In every mouth that says your name without trembling. They don't know you. Not the way I do. Because I didn't just love you. I learned you. Your fears. Your past. Your little tells when you're lying to protect yourself. I memorized every inch of your shadow. Every flaw. Every secret, and you let me. You opened the door, you let the monster in, and now you want to shut it again? It doesn't work that way. You let me see you, all of you, and now I can't unsee it. I can't unknow the way your voice sounds when you cry and try to hide it. I can't forget the way your fingers tremble when you're about to say something real. I can't erase the way you looked at me, not like a lover, but like a mirror. Like I was the only one who reflected the truth back at you. And that truth, you were made for me. Everything inside you was crafted to crash into me. Your rage, your love, your darkness, and I welcomed it. I craved it. So don't you dare tell me I imagined this. Don't you dare insult what we had by calling it a mistake. Because this was not a phase. This was not some wild detour in your life. I am the place you always return to. Maybe not now, maybe not tomorrow, but one day, when the lies are too heavy, when the silence around you feels colder than my arms ever did, when you realize every smile you gave someone else was borrowed from what we once had, you'll come back. And when you do, I won't ask you where you've been. I won't ask who held you while you tried to erase me. I won't ask how many times you tried to replace what we were. I'll just look at you, the way I always did. Like you're the only thing that ever made sense in this whole chaotic world. And I'll say it again without apology, without hesitation. You were made for me. And nothing, not time, not distance, not even your fear, can change that. You still think you have a say in any of this. That makes me smile. You still believe your words matter now. That saying no, or walking away, or building your little life without me will keep me out. You don't understand, do you? This isn't about choice anymore. It stopped being a choice the moment you looked at me, like I was the only safe place in a burning world. It stopped being a choice the first time I heard your heartbeat under my hand, trembling, terrified but open. You can tell yourself whatever you want, that it was just lust, that it was just a moment, that it was just me who felt too much. But you're lying, and I know you. You don't lie well. You think you've locked the door, but I've always had the key. I've memorized every lock you tried to install, every excuse you built to keep me out, every new face you tried to pretend with. But they can't touch you the way I did. They don't know how. Because I didn't just touch your skin. I touched your darkness. I touched the part of you that screams in silence. I kissed the rage that no one else could handle. I saw you. And now that I've seen you, there is no unseeing, no undoing, no undoing. Ooze. You don't walk away from this kind of love. You survive it. You surrender to it. You drown in it and beg for breath only when I allow it. And you think that scares me? You think your fear will push me away? No, it pulls me closer. Because I love the parts of you that terrify you. I love the girl who hides behind anger, who shakes in the dark, but still pretends to be strong. I love the one who wants to be ruined, but only by the right hands. My hands. The only ones that can break you softly. So go ahead, build your fake life. Smile for the cameras. Pretend with someone else. But when the lights are off, when your head hits the pillow and your chest tightens with something you can't name, that's me. That ache is me. Because I am the ache. I am the shadow that follows you into every room. The heat you feel in your bones when no one is touching you. The silence that makes you restless in your sleep. I haunt you not like a ghost, but like the truth you've tried so hard to bury. And the more you run, the deeper I root myself inside you. You were made for me. Every part of you. The fire, the fight, the fear. And I was built to take it all. To hold it, to love it, to tame it, or burn with it. So no. I won't move on. I won't let you go. I won't heal, because I don't want to heal. You're not a wound. You're a scar. You're permanent. You're the line across my soul I'll trace until my last breath. And when this world forgets your name, when your beauty fades and your voice cracks, when no one remembers who you were, I will still be here, whispering the version of you I knew into the silence. Because I didn't fall in love with your body. I didn't fall for the way you smiled or kissed or touched. I fell for your storm. And now that I've tasted that chaos, I will never settle for calm again. You were made for me, and I will never stop loving you. Even if I have to destroy everything in my path to remind you who you belong to. You breathe like someone running. You speak like someone trying not to scream. And you walk through this life like it owes you peace. But we both know what you really crave is war. Not with the world. Not even with me. With yourself. Because you feel it too, don't you? That sharp electric silence between every heartbeat. That ache when someone else says your name and it doesn't sound right. Because it's my voice that still owns it. And I know what you say to yourself when you're alone. I know how you curl up at night, arms wrapped tight like you're holding something that isn't there anymore. But I'm still there. I'm in the space between your fingers. In the breath you hold when you remember how I touched you. In the way your body tenses when someone else tries to love you like I did and fails. Because they will always fail. They don't know the secret codes. They don't know where to press when your heart starts closing. They don't know how to hold you when you're at your most unlovable, but I do. Because you showed me. And once you've been seen like that, truly seen, you don't just move on. You can't. They'll ask you why you flinch when they try to hold your face. Why you laugh like it's borrowed. Why you can't look them in the eyes when they say they love you, and you'll lie. You'll tell them you're healing. You'll tell them you're better. But you'll know it's me your soul is screaming for. Because I was the only one who loved you without asking you to be soft. I loved the fight, the fire, the mess. I worshipped the chaos that you hated in yourself. And you hated that I made you feel wanted like that. Like your worst parts were divine. So you left. Because this love was too much, too wild, too honest. You thought you needed peace. But what you needed was someone who could stand in your fire and never burn. And that's me. I didn't burn. I stayed. Even now, with oceans between us, silence, thicker than blood, I still feel you. When you cry in secret, my chest tightens. When you touch someone else and feel nothing I know. Because no one will ever ruin you the way I did. And you don't want to admit it. But you miss it. You miss how my voice didn't ask for permission. How my eyes held you like a storm waiting to happen. How my hands didn't just touch you, they claimed you. They memorized you. Every scar, every tremble, every sigh you only gave to me. And now you're wandering through a world that feels gray, dual, predictable, safe. But you were never meant to be safe. You were made to burn. You were made to feel everything, to be broken open and rebuilt in the hands of someone who doesn't flinch when you show your worst. And that is me. It's always been me. So keep pretending. Keep playing the role they want you to play. The sweet, forgetful girl who left her past behind. But when the mirror cracks, and it always does, you'll see my reflection behind your eyes. And you'll hear me whisper what I've always known. You were made for me. And no matter how far you run, no matter who you try to become, you will always return, because your soul already knows where it belongs. Right here. In my hands, in my arms, in the dark.